Hi guys, I'm Cody J and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about a few brands that just no longer excite me. Maybe it's because they just release way too many products too fast and there's not enough time to enjoy them. Maybe it's because their formulation has lowered in quality. Maybe I just don't like the aesthetic, or maybe I just don't like the brand at all anymore. So if you guys want to know what my thoughts are on some of these brands, they may surprise you. Keep on watching. Okay, so first and foremost, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click that subscribe button down below so you can join my family because hello, why wouldn't you want to? I do a lot of really awesome content in my opinion. And make sure you turn on my notifications by clicking that bell icon and switching it to all because a lot of people don't get notified. So there's that. Please and thank you. So today I'm doing a video that is inspired by Manny MUA. He posted a video a little while ago, like pretty recently, about a lot of brands that just kind of lost their sparkle. So I will link his video down in the description box below if you'd like to go check it out. So I thought it'd be fun to sit down and give my thoughts and opinions on some brands that I no longer am really excited about and why. Now, don't send hate to brands. There's no reason to do that. Like, we can all be mature about things. Our opinions on products always change, and that's completely okay. And, you know, I just want to talk about some of these brands. So let's just get to complaining. Okay, first up is Colourpop. Now, you're probably like, Cody, you love Colourpop. Now, I like Colourpop. I'm just not excited by Colourpop. Now, you always hear me talk about their cream gel liners. They're the best liners ever created. They work perfectly for me. I'm wearing them right now. I always wear them. Literally the only things I've used for 3 years. So I do like a lot of their products. I love the cream gel liners. Love, love, love them. But as far as excitement goes with the brand, I have no excitement. People, you know, ask me what I feel about certain palettes they've released lately, and I'm like, haven't seen them. I stopped, you know, getting notifications from them because I got so overwhelmed, and I think a lot of you can agree with that or do agree with that, but they were just releasing product after product after product after product, and it like leaves no excitement because one, you can't get the products fast enough. Two, if you are trying to get them, you're spending a ton of money because makeup adds up. Sooner or later, it adds up. So it's like you don't get the time to really sit and use the product and enjoy the product and get a good opinion on them before the next thing is just like screaming at you to get purchased. So for that, I kind of lost my excitement for it. So it's like I have a lot of their products still, you know, like this. I don't use whatsoever. The So Jaded palette, I like it. It's got nice jewel tones in it, but I hardly reach for that. Again, I have some of their mascaras. I don't use those. Like, I get so burnt out hearing about them and seeing them that I just don't even want to use the products, which is a bummer because I do think the quality of the products is good. So most of these brands I'm going to be talking about, it's not that I dislike the product. It's just that I feel like we're getting way too many launches way too fast. I feel like some products from some of these brands have lessened their quality a little bit because I feel like they are getting a lot of attention. So I feel like they can lessen quality, become a little bit cheaper, but charge more. So it's not that I hate these brands. I'll still use these brands. It's just that I'm not excited about them anymore. And that bums me out because I love to be excited about makeup. Like, don't we all? So next I want to talk about Makeup Revolution. So we have this Rose Fizz setting spray. It's a decent fixing spray. It's fine. I have some of their eyeshadow palettes. This is the Birds of Paradise palette. Have that. The formula on this is terrible. I really, really don't like it. The Patricia Bright palette, I love the colors. Again, I'm not, hello, me in the reflection. Really, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't see anything that excites me anymore. And for this brand particularly, I feel like their quality has just really plummeted. I feel like the price point is pretty decent, but I just feel like the quality has really lessened. I feel like it's becoming cheaper and cheaper. But it's not that I see a lot of this brand because I really don't see a ton from them, like new, but I just feel like whenever I do hear about them, it's usually someone complaining about the quality of their formula, and I myself have experienced that with a lot of their products, so definitely Makeup Revolution is not the first brand that I reach towards. Okay, up next is a brand that is, in my opinion, so overhyped that it's like really annoying, and that would be Miss Pat McGrath Labs. Like, what about this is exciting? What about this screams like, buy me, buy me? Like, this is the most boring palette I've ever seen, keeping it real. Now, their Fetish Eyes mascara is super, super, super good. I really love this mascara. And I have like this little Dark Star mascara here. Like, you know, their mascaras are pretty good, not gonna lie. The palettes are so overpriced. Like, I would never, ever pay more than $100 for an eyeshadow palette because at the end of the day, most eyeshadow palettes and the formulations are pretty similar if we're just keeping it real. Like, there's only so many formulations, and most times palettes really perform the same way. If you're using the same base, the same brushes, the same techniques, most eyeshadow palettes, in my opinion, perform pretty similarly. There are some that absolutely stand out for good or bad, you know, as far as quality and performance, but Pat McGrath Labs, like, there's nothing about Pat McGrath that excites me. I feel like the only thing that's exciting is the packaging, not this, but like the little bags, little pouches that it comes in. It has the little like gold jewel things in it. I think that's kind of fun and unique, but the product, the components, and the packaging itself is just very lackluster and boring. So it's like you're getting boring, you know, components and palettes. You're getting really boring color stories, very small pans, and it's like, I mean, this is just a mini one, but even the full-size ones, like, there's nothing exciting about it to me, and I just feel like it's an overhyped brand and product. Like, the products are very overhyped, and you're just paying for a name and you're paying for notoriety, but like, there's not really anything to back it up. I mean, honestly, going back to even Colourpop, like, in my opinion, Colourpop eyeshadows perform much better than anything Pat McGrath I've ever used. I mean, heck, even brands like the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Blends palette, 30 matte shadows, so pigmented, so blendable. It's one of the best matte palettes I've ever used, if not the best, and it's only $39. Plus, you can use code CodyJ for 10% off your order. That's just a discount. I do not make any commission. Boom. But I would buy that over anything Pat McGrath any day. So like, the only reason I have some of the Pat McGrath, the only reason I have any of the Pat McGrath products I have is from people sending it to me, which I appreciate it, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I personally won't go out of my way to purchase anything from Pat McGrath just because I feel like it's a waste of money. You can get so much better for so much cheaper. Okay, another brand I would like to complain about, because that's the point of this video, is Essence Cosmetics. So pretty much the only product I actually like now is the matte bronzing powder. They have a lighter skin and a darker skin version. I smell it every time I open it. It smells like Coconuts Love and Tanning Lotion. I always say that, but it is a really great bronzer. This is in the shade 01 Natural. I really, really love it a lot, but their Velvet Matte lipsticks were horrible. I have a video on it. They're horrible. They fell out of the tube. They were smashed. Like, it was a mess. They were not pretty. Like, I did not like the formula. It just was nasty. But it's not that. It's, again, the brand doesn't excite me. Like, they don't put anything out that I'm like, wow, like, you know, give me it. I gotta have it. Add it to my cart. Skip the discount code. Overnight shipping. Like, there's nothing about Essence Cosmetics at all that's inviting and exciting to me. And even kind of circling back to Colourpop a little bit, another thing I wanted to say about Colourpop is that they keep doing all these collaborations that really are pointless to me. Like, they did the Star Wars one, and that was so boring. Like, nothing about it other than the little Yoda dude was like Star Warsy to me. Like, the colors, like, nothing about it was Star Wars to me. Okay, now I think most people will agree with me on this. The next one is Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, don't get me wrong. I use their translucent setting powder in every single look that I do. It is the best. I use the Brow Wiz, which I just ran out of tonight, on every single brow, like always. Like, it's so good. I love the products. The Norvina palette, you know, her line is really, really beautiful. It's very different than the ABH line. It's very colorful, very, very, very current, very nice. I really like it. The quality of their products is great. So that's not why I'm not excited anymore. I'm not excited because for like a year straight, it was just pounding us with launches. It was ABH, the Norvina, ABH, the Norvina, ABH, the Norvina. Say that 10 times fast. And it was like nonstop. There were so many products that I wanted to get that I didn't get, because by the time I was like, oh yeah, I need to buy that palette, the next one came out. Oh crap, I might as well get that one since that's current. Oh, just kidding, we have new highlighters come out. Oh, just kidding, we have the Amrezy palette. Just kidding, we have the Norvina 3 and Norvina 4, and then it's just new highlighters. Like, it was non-stop. So it's like, and I saw so many people kind of having the same grievance with that, is that it's just non-stop products. Like, I understand that people, you know, want to buy new makeup, and brands expect people to buy new launches when they come out, and they do, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I feel like a lot of people, like myself, we're not purchasing things because we were excited about it. We were purchasing it because it was the new thing. And as a YouTuber, especially one now, this is my full-time job, it's important to stay on top of these like trending products as soon as they come out, but it adds up very quickly. So I was finding myself, and I still do find myself, not being able to get these new products as soon as they come out because, you know, Colourpop puts this one out, then ABH puts this one out, then Morphe puts this one out at the same time. Then I have all my indie brands that I love that put stuff out, and I want to support them more than the larger brands because that's important. And it's just like, it's non-stop. And even Jeffree Star Cosmetics, love the brand. Some of the absolute, if not the best formulated products in the makeup world, like hands down. The aesthetic, the packaging, the components, the product, everything is spot on always. But it's like the last year or two, it was just nonstop. It was Cremate and it's Orgy, and then now there's the Velvet Trap lipsticks, and then the liners, and now the glosses, and it's just now there's skincare coming out. Like, I love the products, but it's like, whew, let a bitch breathe. Like, let my bank account breathe. You know, like, I'm not on PR. I can't get all these products. So like, I have only been purchasing the eyeshadow palettes that come out from JSC because that's all I really care about the most. And I have some of the liquid lipsticks, which I love. They're amazing, but there are so many products. I want to try the lip liners. I want to try more lipstick colors. I want to try so many of his products and the liners, but it's like, can't afford it. Like, I just can't afford all these product launches. So it's kind of stressful, but I guess that's where when people get PR, they're like extra excited because they get things first and they don't have to pay for it. So, I mean, it's nice. But yeah, so these were just some of the brands that I regularly use or have regularly had in my makeup collection that I just no longer am excited about. And that doesn't mean, again, that I dislike the brand. It doesn't mean I dislike the products. Some I do, some I don't, like I explained. But this is just generally brands that no longer excite me. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on some of these brands. I would love to know what your thoughts and opinions are on the brands that I talked about. Are you still excited about some of these brands? Are you in the same boat as me as some of these brands? I would love to hear your opinions because opinions are important, of course. And please let me know what brands you're no longer excited about and leave those in the comments. And maybe it's something that I also feel the same way about. I just didn't really think about it. But yeah, please let me know down below and I will respond to everybody as always. But I think that's enough talking for one video. Thank you guys for watching today's video, of course. If you'd like to keep up with all things Cody J, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok, all at Cody J Artistry. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below. Click that big red subscribe button so you can join my YouTube family. Turn on my video post notifications by clicking that bell icon and switching it to all. And I thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have the day you deserve.